You're watching the WINFL show. I'm Ian McKinnon, and I am joined by a long-time friend of the podcast and Las Vegas Raiders fan, Christian Cooksey. Christian, how are you doing? Thanks for coming on.
I'm good, Neosa. How's yourself, mate?
I'm very well. Very well indeed. It was a bit of a roller coaster season for everybody.
Yes.
And don't worry, I'm not... I'm a Broncos fan, you're a Raiders fan. There's always a bit of banter. We get that. But I'm not going to have a go at your team because God knows I went through some terrible years with the Broncos. And it was awful. But give me your thoughts on your Las Vegas Raiders, the season gone by, and what you're looking for and hoping for 2026.
So last season, kind of went into it optimistic. Pete Carroll coming in, and we thought to ourselves, oh, it's okay. It's going to be maybe playoff. If we were really lucky, it was going to be, it wasn't a case of building for the future. It was a sort of win now situation. When they didn't get Vrabel, and they definitely didn't get Ben Johnson, who was pretty much the first choice for head coach, it was a case of what's best next. And pretty much after the first few games, first game we went out, we beat the Patriots, and we're thinking, all right, it wasn't brilliant, but it was okay. And then it was just a downward spiral all the way. The O-line was atrocious. As soon as they changed Powers Johnson from centre to guard, we were all like, what's going on here? Because he's obviously our best centre. He's a really good centre. And then just Gino, he just didn't have any time whatsoever. That O-line did not protect him in the slightest. And, I felt sorry for him as the season was going on. But the moment he flipped off the fans, that's it. If you lose the Raider Nation, and he did, that day he lost it. And then there's just all the nepotism about Pete Carroll's two sons being the coaches, the O-line coach and the quarterback coach, where the two problems were. So it was pretty obvious towards the end of the season that he was going to go, and I have no problem with them getting rid of him. I know we're paying for a lot of coaches now, but I've been really impressed with the search for the head coach in the summer. They've done their due diligence. They've had a lot of people in the room, but it's been pretty clear from straight on. The early favourite was Brian Flores.
Yep.
Which I was like, yeah, okay, that's fair enough. But they never even had him in the room. And I was quite surprised that a lot of teams didn't interview him. But then they seem to be centered in on Clint Kubiak, and Davis Webb from the Broncos.
Yeah.
And they were really the two front runners. And I was quite happy with both, because sometimes you've just got to take that punt on the younger person and build. We've got the number one pick. It's probably going to be Fernando Mendoza. We've got Brock Bowers. We've got Ashton Genty. I mean, you look at Genty, I think he had a fantastic season. Because 89% of his yards were from impact behind the O-line. If he's not getting the gaps and he's still making those yards, there's talent there. So if we can keep Max Crosby as well, I couldn't blame him if he did want to leave, but I think he will stay. There was the talk of him today. We're getting linked with Schwartz from the Browns as the new potential DC, which seems to have gone down well with Max Crosby. So, I'm positive for the next season. I don't think, we're not going to be knocking on the top of the AFC West, but if we can grow, if Kubiak can grow, we've got to give him time to do that, then things may look a bit brighter.
Yeah, I think Kubiak could be a huge coup for you guys. He's proven that he knows what he's doing. And I did feel sorry for Max Crosby, because during the season, in pre-season, I should say, when there was all the talk with Myles Garrett signing his massive contract after seeing that he wants to win championships, and Max Crosby signing for the Raiders, but it was a completely different outlook pre-season, because there was a lot of hope for the Raiders. And it really wasn't. Everyone thought, well, Gino, he's coming off a very good season in Seattle. He should be an improvement. You've got Ashton Genty, as you mentioned, Brock Bowers, and Max Crosby's an absolute game wrecker. But it did seem, probably by about week 8 or week 9, that it was Crosby and 10 guys who didn't even seem to be trying very much. And I know it sounds harsh, but you could see the effort that Crosby was putting in on every single play. But as soon as anyone got past the defensive line, missed tackles, terrible attempted tackles. And
the secondary is not great at all. We do have a young set of receivers that are good. I think with Myers and Bowers, we've got possibly the best tight end to going because they complement each other really well. Myers is a really good blocking, and but you look at the Patriots now for the Super Bowl. 3 of those Patriot linebackers are all ex-Raiders.
Yeah,
when we lost Spillane last summer when he walked in free agency, that was like a ouch. Okay, yeah. So there's a lot of work to do. There's a heck of a lot of work to do.
There is a lot of work to do, but as we've mentioned, there are pieces there. And there's pieces that they just need to build around, and we just need to wait and see, because I think you're right, and I think everyone is to the consensus that Mendoza is going to be the number 1 pick, and he's going to go to the Las Vegas Raiders. If they can build some sort of protection around him, Brock Bowers is arguably the best pass-catching tight end in the entire NFL. You could argue George Kittle, but Brock Bowers he's sensational. And Genty, when he gets into the open field, my word, he's terrifying.
Yeah.
He's absolutely terrifying. So there are pieces there. So I think there is a bit more hope for the Raiders. I mean, as a Raiders fan yourself, do you feel going into this year, it is more sort of a hopeful thing, saying, you know what, we might actually do better this year?
You know what? Us Raiders fans, we're very optimistic. Every year is going to be our year. And it's not been our year for 20-odd years, No. But I like John Spytek. I like the GM. I like Tom Telesco before, and he only got 1 season, unfortunately. He just was part of the fallout with Antonio Pierce. But Spytek, I really like. I've got a lot of time for him, and I think if he's given time to build, when he was at the Tampa Bay, his draft picks were fantastic. And as we noticed last year with Ashton Genty, but again, a couple of the receivers that we picked up lower down in the draft. And this year we've got 10 picks. So we've got the first pick in the first round. We've got the first pick in the second round. So, if we can get some decent O-line in free agency, and then pick up some good safeties, cornerbacks, maybe linebackers in the draft, and see where we go, and just start to build, plug some gaps. But I'm hoping this is like a 2 or 3 year rebuild that we can see progress each year, just like you did with the Broncos. We all remember that game against Miami, and you were on your holidays, and we couldn't get you, and you came back and you had that incredible rant about Vance Joseph, and then
I did,
slowly but surely, and then they went out and they got the quarterback to fit that system, and he's fitted that system absolutely great. And you could see the progress, and you've got a fantastic D. You've got Pat Surtain, which any team would give their right arm to have that guy in the backfield. So that's the sort of thing we need to do. Is we need to grow over 2-3 seasons, go in the right direction.
Yeah, well, absolutely. Yeah. And it's been shown by a couple of franchises. It doesn't take long, a couple of years, but you're right back up again. Now, Christian, we do have to talk about the Super Bowl, unfortunately. So I do require a score prediction from you.
Yeah.
And keep in mind, there is a trophy on the line for whoever gets the closest score. And we actually kind of changed it up the other day. So we've now got if you get the exact score, we'll name the trophy after you.
Oh,
So, because it was originally whoever wins it twice.
That's right.
Gets it first. Gets it named after them, sorry. Jake won it last year.
He did, and he just beat me by a couple of points. Because I also went for the Eagles, and he was just slightly closer on that scoreline.
I think, if memory serves, it was just you and Jake who picked the Eagles, and everyone else went Kansas City.
Yeah.
So, Christian, what is your score prediction for the Seahawks and the Patriots in the Super Bowl?
It is going to be... I'm going a little bit heavy this year, which might be wrong. But I'm going Seahawks 27, Patriots 18.
27-18 to the Seahawks. Wonderful. Yeah. Thank you for that, Christian. And finally, of course, do you have a random stat for us?
I do have a random stat. I even have a little bit of research on this one.
Oh, lovely. Lovely.
I know. So, what is the one thing we love on the WINFL show?
Special teams is always a good one.
Special teams, exactly. Yes. What is the one thing we have never had in a Super Bowl?
A punt return touchdown? Blocked punt?
A punt return touchdown.
Okay.
So, hopefully, this year, we will have that because two of the players that have got the most punt returns in the regular season are playing in the Super Bowl. So we've got... Hold on, I have to find the right page here now. So, what did I do with it? So we've got the... what have I done with it? Right, so Rashid Shaheed.
Yes.
2 punt returns this year.
Mm-hmm.
And then the Patriots has Marcus Jones. Again, 2 punt returns this year. Now, we've had, I think it was, there's been 10 kickoff returns in Super Bowl history.
Mm-hmm.
And pick sixes, we have got, we've had quite a lot of pick sixes. So the first one that I ever saw was the first Super Bowl I ever saw when Willie Brown did a pick six against the Minnesota Vikings in Super Bowl 11, which is how I became a Raiders fan, because it was on World of Sport.
Old Man Willie.
Davis. Yeah, Old Man Willie. So that is what I'm hoping for this year. We are going to have our first ever punt return for a touchdown. And hopefully it'll be Rashid Shaheed, and he'll make it 3 for the season.
Well, there you go. That would certainly help your prediction. That's for sure.
Yeah, it certainly will. I have gone high. How about yourself? Have you gone high or low?
I like it. Well, we're going to be revealing our scores, myself, Pat, and Jake.
I thought I might get an early line then.
Are doing it tonight.
Right, okay.
I can tell you, because the guys won't know this until... This video will be going up tonight after we've recorded the podcast.
Okay.
So I can tell you, I've gone Seattle.
Okay.
I have gone Seattle. Mm-hmm. I don't know how much of that is hope, because I can't stand the idea of the Patriots winning another Super Bowl.
It is.
I just can't.
No, I know.
No,
I don't. I don't particularly, although I love Boston. I think Boston is a fantastic city. I don't like the Patriots. No. I do not like Robert Kraft. No. So I will be I do like Mike Rabel, but, I will be very happy if Seattle win.
Yeah, I've got nothing against Vrabel, and I really don't. And I don't have anything against Drake May in the way that I did against a previous quarterback who was there in New England, that we won't go into, because you all know how I feel about him. Mm-hmm. But I just, the idea of New England winning another one, it kills me.
Yeah, it does. And to be, last season, they were really poor.
Oh, yeah, they were terrible.
Really poor. And you saw the amount of money that they spent in free agency before this season, and you thought, okay, well, maybe they'll be. Nobody saw them going this far. Nobody.
No, but I hate to beat a dead horse here, But when you look at who they played, because and folk are saying, oh, but they played the Bengals. Yeah, with Browning at quarterback. Do you know what I mean? There was always someone injured, and they played about 8 backups. Yeah, and then in the playoffs, they go against a paper offensive line in the Chargers. And then C.J. Stroud can't get out of his own way and doesn't know how to play football in the divisional. Mm. And then they get a backup quarterback in Denver. You're like, come on here.
And they've got Josh McDaniel as the flipping offensive coordinator. And we both know about that, don't we?
Yes, we do. Josh McDaniels, who someone told me this, I can't remember the number. Is this his 9th or 10th Super Bowl he's coaching in? It's something...
Yeah. Is it that much?
Something ridiculous like that. For someone who is one of the worst head coaches of all time. Mm-hmm. But the thing is, it's not like the Patriots offense got them to all those Super Bowls. With the exception of 2007. I'll give them 2007. But it's not like the Patriots offense got them to all. It was defense every single time.
Yeah.
So, but anyway, we're not here to just badmouth the Patriots, although I would love to do that. I know, why not? I'd love to do that.
Absolutely.
I did take down my New England Sucks towel, which I have here because I found United in Orange from the Jets Broncos 26th of September 2021.
Ah, yeah, very nice.
I've got that one, but I do have the New England Sucks up on this wall here. I might put that back. Might put that on the other wall. Yeah. Somewhere back here, maybe.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah. But listen, Christian, thank you very much for your time.
You're more than welcome.
Do appreciate you and all your support over the years that we've been doing this podcast.
Well, yeah.
My goodness.
We must be getting up to close to 200 episodes now.
What is this? This will be 184, 185?
184, yeah.
Something like that, yeah. Not far off 200. That's scary. That's terrifying. Terrifying.
That's a lot of commitment from you guys, because it's not like you get paid megabucks or anything for it. It's done for the love of the game, which is what we do.
For it.
I was trying to see if any sponsors had come in.
Oh no! Unfortunately, the day a sponsor comes in, you'll know all about it. It'll be all over the screen. I'll just have a wee box for my head. It'll end up looking like the Pat McAfee show with banners flying all over the place.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah. But until that day, you're stuck with this, unfortunately.
Okay. Good stuff.
Once again, thank you very much for your time. Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Christian Cooksey.
Thanks, Neosa. See you, mate.